No matter how bad your day is going, just know that I've got some great entertainment stories to cheer you up right here on East Central. Today on the show, Big Wiz has done it again. Find out what's popping with one of Africa's biggest musicians. Coachella gets a more South African touch with a new addition to the lineup. And outside the continent, this slap might just have some consequences. Who knows? Also, I had a chat with Ghanaian Nigerian rapper, singer, and songwriter DKDMW, and I'll bring you all that detail and the conversation right here. I also have music journalist Motolani Alake joining me to discuss how global Afrobeats has gotten. That said, I'm JJ Raymond. I'm here, you're there, or you're here with me. And what's missing? Find out after the break. Welcome to East Central, all about entertainment. That's what we're going with right now. And it looks like a Wizkid Wednesday is happening today after the Grammy-winning Nigerian artist dropped the video for the song True Love, featuring singers Tay Iwar and Projexx. Jamaican-Canadian model Beautiful Winnie Harlow is in the video, which was produced by beatsmith Juls. The audio version of the song has already sold over 100,000 units in the United States alone. True Love is the fourth music video from Wizkid's Made in Lagos album, which contains hit songs like No Stress, Ginger, Anoti, Steady, Mood, and Essence featuring Tems. Big ups to Big Wiz, Wizkid, whatever you call him, man. He's just that living legend. Well, Made in Lagos, that album is the fourth studio album from that superstar artist. And that album is also nominated for the 2022 Grammy Awards in the Best Global Music Album category. And the song Essence is a single of the album. You know that. The song already earned both Wizkid and Tems a Grammy nomination. Amazing one. Away from Wizkid right now, earlier I had a chat with Nigerian-born Ghanaian rapper, singer, and songwriter DKDMW, as he likes to call himself. And we had quite an interesting conversation. He shared a rather interesting story as to how he met Davido and eventually joined the DMW family. Take a look.
Oh, that was way back in Ghana when I was schooling. Like, I was doing my national service, I remember, back then. Because I had to go back to Ghana to school. Because my mom was there. She wanted me back. And then David and Wizkid Dems came to Ghana. But I didn't know David was around. So my friend, he's half caste. He was supposed to shoot a video for Wizkid. That's that Azonto that year. So I was going to meet Wizkid. And I was going with him. So when I got there, I saw David. I was like, I see David. So David saw me dancing. So he actually walked up to me. I was like, this guy, he can't dance. So see, I zone too bad. So that's how we became friends. I said, can I get your BB pin? Because that time it was BlackBerry. So he gave me his phone that I should put my pin. So I put my pin to request to myself. So that was the flex. I munched it. You know you could munch that year. I used to show my friends that Davido requested me.
Speaking about his hobbies and his formative years in the music industry, DK revealed that university played an important role.
I used to perform in school. In school, I was all over. I used to play basketball for my school. I was the captain of the school. I used to play soccer for my school, which I was very good at. And I used to play hockey and baseball. But basketball and soccer was the two top ones that I was very good at. And I was the captain of the basketball team. So imagine. And I used to perform at entertainments. So I was late. And guess what? My mom was now the religious and moral and the house mistress. Number one house. She was a mistress. So imagine her son was now the one doing the profane things, wearing baggy jeans. So it was crazy, but it was fun. Because I'll just travel to Nigeria. When I come back, she has burnt all my clothes. My shoes, she has dashed them out. Shoes that I bought for $100 or something that year in school. She has dashed all out, burnt all my clothes. So it was fun, but at the end, as I finished school and I came out second class upper, she was like, this guy is not, she knew I was not dumb, but I was also serious with, I just wanted to do what I wanted to do.
Amazing that, isn't it? Well, DK also shared an insight into what working with the DMW boss himself feels like. Would you believe that OBO is a very caring person?
Dave is a caring person. He's very open. He's kind-hearted. Like compared to like the family he's coming from, other people that I know that are from that kind of family, they don't entertain anybody. Let's be truthful to ourselves. Guys, they don't have time for you because they are not bringing anything to the table. You can't show them anything. They've seen all they want to see in life. They've been to Bahamas at 12, bro, private jets, all. So there's nothing you want to tell them. Do you understand? But him, he doesn't really look at that. He doesn't at all. You get to the hood, the dirtiest person. You tell him to come, you sit with him, chat with him. The next time you might see the person in his house, and that's crazy. It's just a few people that can do that. In Nigeria here, even in Ghana, there is just a few that can do that. Let's just be truthful, and I respect him for that.
Trust me, we all respect the DMW boss, OBO himself, but DK also went further to talk about himself, talk about his projects and 2022, what fans should expect from him. Here he is.
Looking forward to a lot of content. I have an EP coming, by the way, but before the EP, I have like 2 singles before the EP. It might be 3, if I choose to make it 3. But I have 2 singles coming, one with Stoneboy. That's the first one. Aside that one, I have another one coming. It's a drill type of song. So I'm trying to mix it up before the EP. When the EP comes, a lot of tracks. I don't want to say how many tracks, because I might say this now and it might be more than what I say now. But it's more than 8 songs on the EP, so get ready. It might turn into an album, who knows. Yeah, so this year there's a lot. This year, I go tire for me. I don't know if you tire yourself, because now good music all true. You know what it is. Get them ski.
And there you have it. That was my conversation with DKDMW, and he's definitely one artist you need to keep your eye on, just as you keep it right here on News Central Television. Let's move on right now. Let's go to South Africa, where something big is buzzing. Now, South African musician, producer, and DJ Mandiza Radebe, aka DBN Gogo, has been trending on social media after news broke that she is joining the star-studded lineup of DJs that will perform at this year's Coachella. The 28-year-old joins previously announced the Mapiano artist, Major League DJs at the Coachella, which is scheduled for the desert of Indio, that's in California, from April 15 to April 17, and the week after, April 22 to April 24. There was some initial criticism when it seemed like only DJ Coffee would be the African act to perform right there. But the list has grown now to include DBN Gogo, as well as Sampa the Great, Seun Kuti, Aya Nakamura, Masego, and a few others. And after being scheduled and rescheduled 4 times since April 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Coachella is finally making a return after that long-awaited, anticipation. Artists on the lineup includes Harry Styles, Billie Eilish, formerly known as Kanye West, Swedish House Mafia, Lil Baby, Doja Cat, Megan Thee Stallion, and many, many more. And in case you don't know, Coachella is an annual music festival with artists from across the globe performing on several stages to give the festival's attendees continuous live music all through the event. Now, away from the Coachella, this is very big. Now, recently, Billboard announced its collaboration with Afro Nation to launch an all-new U.S. Afrobeats songs chart. After this break, after my break, my guest, journalist, Motolani Alake, joins me as we get to talk about the chart and what it really means for Afrobeats and the future of the music genre. Stick around.
News Central TV, Africa's #1 storyteller, has come with the best of both worlds. With a combination of news app and live TV, we ensure that you keep track of the latest headlines, breaking news, and in-depth analysis from professional journalists from around the continent. Download the News Central TV app on Android and iOS and get started today. Don't forget to follow us on News Central's social media platforms. News Central, Africa First.
Hey, Hey, thanks for staying with us right here on News Central Television. Of course, you know, this show is called East Central and it's simply all about entertainment. Now, Afrobeats has taken the world by storm, literally, from singles racing up the charts and collaborations spreading the gospel and rhythm of Afrobeats near and far. There is no way you can ignore the sound, not at all. After 2021, that seemed like the best year ever for the genre, 2022 is cementing the fact that Afrobeats has come to stay and to be a global sound. Recently, Billboard announced a new collaboration with music festival and global Afrobeats brand, Afro Nation, to launch the first ever US chart for Afrobeats music. The Billboard US Afrobeats Songs chart went live on March the 29th, this year, of course. The chart ranks the 50 most popular Afrobeat songs in the United States based on the weighted formula incorporating official streams on both subscription and ad-supported tiers of leading audio and video music services, plus download sales from top music retailers, and this is really big. And to join me on this show to talk about all these, I've got the managing editor of Pulse Nigeria, Motolani Alake, on East Central to go through all this with me. Welcome to the show, Motolani. How are you doing today?
Thank you, JJ. How are you doing?
Now, we know that Billboard and we know Afrobeat Nation, you know, both of them have collaborated and they're taking things to the next level. What details do you have of how this came about?
It's been a long time coming. Like, you see how America has been able to document. So the Billboard has over 100 charts, right? And you are seeing a lot of things like it cuts across different genres. But in terms of like international genres, you're looking at Latin pop has its own charts. K-pop had its own charts in 2011, in June 2011, I believe. K-pop side had its own Billboard charts. So the reason why K-pop had its own charts was because American music capitalism felt it was time because it had transcended just being successful on the ground. It had proven to be successful reasonably in a way. And then they were proven right just less than a year later when Gangnam Style came and scattered the entire world. So Afrobeats last year was very pivotal in the genre. Like what happened last year, a lot of people did not think that we're going to have it in our lifetime. I didn't think we were going to have it in 20 years. But here we are right now. Afrobeats is just thriving and thriving and thriving. And this is the biggest endorsement for Afrobeats. That's what this is telling us. It's telling us that American music capitalism thinks it's time to give Afrobeats an identity and to give it something. So, like you look at America, for example, America is 15% white, Black African Americans. It's like around 60% white people. So Afrobeats went by way of African Americans because a lot of them have strong roots or strong affinity to their African roots. And you look at what has been happening over the past 5 years. Like before Black Panther dropped, the awakening or the awareness for Africanism, Blackness, everything has been growing over the past 5 years. So a lot of Black people have strong roots in Africa. For example, I listen to someone like Charlamagne the God saying he wants to buy a house here. Kerry saying she wants to buy a house here. So all these guys, Afrobeats went by way of those people to that side. Now, if Afrobeats now has a top 10 hits in America, it shows us that it's gone beyond just African music. It shows us that it's touching the depth of America. It's gone beyond the cosmopolitan cities of like New York, Boston, Atlanta, Los Angeles. It's gone beyond those states, like California and all these states. It's gone beyond to the depths of America. So that's the number one thing that I feel like we need to understand from this. So it's a ringing endorsement. That's the first thing.
Quite an interesting one from you right there. And I'm thinking, would this change anything in the music game when it comes to Afrobeat stars? I mean, what impact could this have on the business?
First things first, the success of Afrobeats has been impacting us significantly. For example, you have to look at how we are still not there yet in terms of funding that could be in this industry, but the amount of revenues and funding that has come into this industry over the past 2 years has been incredible. It's been astounding. Like if you understand the amount of money that producers are charging right now, you understand that the only reason they are charging those numbers is because foreign countries, they are assigned to a lot of companies that those companies are charging people through their noses. Like the producers now understand their own worth. And it shows us that the reason that is happening is because music has become commodities, become products. And we can also see the amount of companies that are coming here. Like for example, the major labels left in the early 90s because there was upheaval in the country. there was a lot of problems in the country. We were going through military rule. There was corruption. There was all these problems. Economic instability. They left. But now, over the past 5 years, they are all back. Warner is back. Sony is back. Universal Music is back. Now, Universal is even launching subsidiaries. Def Jam Music launched in 2020. You see the madness that Empire is doing in Africa. You see the amount of money they're putting in. Licensing is becoming commonplace. One RPM is doing great things. Ziki Media is doing great things. You are seeing even our own countries, like it's our own companies here that are doing great things. Companies like Match Solutions putting a lot of money on the ground, because a lot of American music capitalists, a lot of Europeans believe that there can be money to be made here. And people are also investing in Castle. They're investing in money in places that can generate money through sync royalties. All these things are happening. But the problem is, we don't know. UK had an Afrobeats chart that didn't exactly favor us here. It didn't do anything for us here. It's not exactly about the Afrobeats charts are going to do anything for us. It's just what it's going to mean in terms of how emblematic it's going to be for the success of Afrobeats going forward. That's what it is for us.
Now, I've been wondering, some of the persons have been talking about the fact that we look to the West for validation, talking about the Grammys perhaps, Now, does this chart in any way, validate the fact that our music has come to stay? Or was it really necessary for us to even have this chart to bring us very close or even closer to the Grammys? What do you think about it?
I don't think this chart is definitely going to influence like an Afrobeats category at the Grammys. But shout out to the head of Empire African Diaspora Market, Gozier. The day this chart was announced, he posted something on his Instagram page and says, it shouldn't be an Afrobeats category. It should be an African music category. It should be an African music chart. So it shouldn't be an Afrobeats chart. It should be an African music chart. Because the West has a way of pigeonholing genres into like nationalities and origins. For example, you look at the K-pop charts. There are a lot of rap records on the K-pop charts that should be on the rap charts, not on the K-pop charts. So we are way more than Afrobeats. What is Afrobeats? Contemporary African pop music. Contemporary African pop music, pop dance music. So if you are then saying that that's all we make and that's all you want to chart, then it's a problem. Because all the songs, we are going to see rap records coming out of Africa that they are going to put on their Afrobeats charts. We can't have that. That can't happen. So we need to first make that clear. No, but is that going to inform the an Afrobeats or an African music category at the Grammys? Oh, 1,000% is going to do that. If Billboard. So what is Billboard? Billboard charts the digestion and the impact into the depth of America via consumption of music. So it means that if the music is getting to that and Billboard deems it fit to give it a chart, then the Academy is going to do it over the next 1 to 2 years. But we are looking to them not just because it's a vanity project. We're also looking to them because a lot of Nigerians, a chunk of their revenue, 70, 80, even 90% for some people of their revenue doesn't come from here. So you have to understand why people are excited about this idea, because people can actually see they don't need to tell you that they're topping Apple Music charts anymore. They can tell you that I'm number one on the Billboard Afrobeats charts in the US because they want to get an endorsement. They can tell you that because they want to increase their revenue from their show promoters, so on, so other things.
All right, Motolani, I need to break you up right now, but thank you very much. You really shared a lot of insight into this Afrobeats chart, and we're going to talk more some other time. Thanks for joining us.
Very much. Have a nice one.
All right, you too. So, talking about a lot more things going on in the world of entertainment, let's get down to the Academy. Yeah, I'm talking about the reactions to Will Smith's decision to slap Chris Rock on the Oscars, and that Oscar stage has continued and have continued to trickle in. President of the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences, that's organizers of the Oscars, David Rubin, and CEO Dawn Hudson have written a letter to Academy members expressing their outrage over Smith's behavior, which overshadowed the Oscars celebration. The letter says the 94th Oscars was meant to be a celebration of many individuals in our community who did incredible work in the past year. Instead, those moments were overshadowed by the unacceptable and harmful behavior on stage by a nominee. It also reveals that the board would make a decision on appropriate action for the actor, which must follow an official process that will take a few weeks. A formal review was initiated after Academy's Board of Governors convened an emergency call about the King Richard actor who walked on stage during the Oscar event on Sunday and slapped Chris Rock after the comedian made a joke about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. The investigation will explore whether any further action is required in accordance with the Academy's standards of conduct and California law. And away from the Oscars right now, and don't forget that we'll keep you updated on that. Let's go down to the UK, where pop superstars like Ed Sheeran, Camila Cabello, and Emily Sandé were among the artists at the concert called Concert for Ukraine, which was held in Birmingham, UK. While the event was broadcast live, it raised millions of pounds sterling of public donations. And Ukrainian artist Jamila gave an emotional rendition. Deti accompanied the actors as they delivered the harrowing accounts of those fleeing the Russian invasion. Proceeds from the concert will go to the Disasters Emergency Committee Humanitarian Appeal. Well, we got more gist for you, but not today because I gotta go. Hey, thank you so much for being a part of this show, East Central. Don't forget to join us across all social media platforms. Our handle at News Central TV. Like, share, follow. Tell your friends, tell your family that we live on. Africa first, every time. I'm JJ Raymond. See you later.